Hello and welcome to Hearts of Iron. Today I'm feeling ever so wary. I've got the tingles, and just as fate would have it, the new DLC has been released. So we snapped it up, and we're going to get straight into the action to see what changes have been made in the latest update, and to check out one of the new countries. And probably I'll play as the other ones as well afterwards. But for now, we're going to be playing as the Kingdom of Romania. So obviously now they've got a whole bunch of new stuff, so we're going to have a quick look. They've got a brief history now, which I always love a bit of flavour. So let's read it. Romania found herself on the winning side of the Great War, and as a result gained new territories and people, not all of whom were Romanian. To guard against the revolutionist desires of the countries that were forced to cede land, Romania has created a web of allies all across the Balkans. In recent years, however, the country has concerned herself with domestic matters, and the government of King Carol II has allowed these alliances to lapse. As the political situation in Europe changes, Romania may well find herself standing alone and vulnerable. Not if we've got anything to do with that. So we're going to start with George Tatarescu, this sterling-looking chap. Looks very stern, doesn't he? Yeah. They're non-aligned. We're an authoritarian regime. We have got some elections. They will be next year, so we've got like 2 full years pretty much of the game. And the ruling party is the FRN. We start with the Front for Răzbunare Național, an online party. So obviously, war goals, tension limits go up. It takes us a lot more to do factions, land leases, everything. So we want to try and get off that, really, not aligned. King Carol's lifestyle. King Carol II is well known for his expensive taste and his willingness to indulge the even more lavish tastes of his mistress. He has caused considerable scandals in the past, and will likely continue to do so unless he is replaced or shown the error of his ways. And then we have neutral foreign policy, which I think they had anyway. So obviously, again, that's loads of penalties to doing stuff, essentially. Neutrality is the way forward. Maybe not. So we also start with some national icons. I can't remember what these are actually called. Balkan dominance, the key to a prosperous Romanian future. Oh no, these are some of the focuses, aren't they? So we can go Balkan dominance. The key to a prosperous Romanian future lies not with the revolutionaries to the east, or the Democrats, or the fascists to the west, but with Romanian dominance of the Balkans. So we can sort of solidify, I think, and try and make a faction here by the sounds of it. Ooh, that could be interesting. Institute royal dictatorship. The time has come to further increase the king's already extensive powers, bringing political stability to the nation and enabling it to focus on threats from outside. Or preserve Greater Romania. We have at last managed to unite all of Romanian speakers in our country. Now we must ensure that our children may inherit our legacy of a Romania for all Romanians. It'll be interesting to see what path we take then, but let's get down and see what's cracking with Romania. So now we start off as a Kingdom of Romania. I think they were the Kingdom before. I can't remember. I played with a lot of mods, so some of the places were named differently. We'll play it on regular, and are we gonna play with this? No, we'll play with historical focuses off and let everyone be a bit more wild. So you know, we're not just looking at a normal war. That's never a normal war in Hearts of Iron. So here we are, with Romania. So what have we got? I like to do things in a set order when I start new guys up. So we'll do it in that. I like to do my armies first. So we need to think. Do we need to border up against anyone early on? Probably want to get a border with the Soviets, and then maybe a border with Hungary as well, I think. Although, if we do stand alone, we're gonna have a border across the whole front here, I think. I don't know. It depends who we can get into the faction. In fact, let's just jump straight into the focus tree. Let's just mix it up a little bit from how I would normally play, because this may change how we do things and what we select. So let's just pick a national focus. Ooh, okay. So is this... we can do raw dictatorship over that way. We can do Balkan dominance or preserve Greater Romania. So we can do join the Comintern this way. We can do join in the Axis this way. Join the Allies down this way. Either we can do civil works that way or military this way. And we can split some stuff up over here. It goes further over. Okay, so yeah, we've just got standard military ones over here, and then all our political ones to the left. Okay, this is a nice looking tree. I like it. So I think what we'll do, we need to increase the king's power. That's probably going to be pretty good. But I feel like we need to gain access to the industry. So we need to choose if we're going to go straight away. We need to choose. Are we going to side with one of the great factions, or are we going to try to push for Balkan dominance? Hell, let's do it. This is one of the new DLCs, man. Let's try out it to the fullest. Let's try Balkan dominance. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, but we can get some cool people on side, man. We can puppet Bulgaria. We need a lot of men. We need a lot of men in the field to do some of this stuff, though. But I think, yeah, let's go Balkan dominance. So it justifies war goal time, goes down, and we can create factions. So the key to a prosperous Romanian future lies not with the revolutionaries to the east or the Democrats or fascists to the west, but with Romanian dominance of the Balkans. Let's give it a shot. It could be a very short game, guys. We could get steamrolled here if I'm not careful. I think the immediate border up is going to have to be against the Soviets. So what have we got? We've got a bunch of infantry divisions. One extremely well trained one. They start with a decent template. It's not too bad. A bunch of infantry divisions, some engineers, and some artillery. Hey, I'm happy with that. That's good. Yep, they've all got that. We have a cavalry division. Again, not massively useful, but always a time and a place. We do have a tank division. We have a bunch of French tanks, a bunch of Renault FT-17s. So yeah, these are some French tanks. So we start with a bunch of French tanks. I guess that's historically accurate, I guess. A little bit small, but it's better than having none at all. We do just have the one, but that's fine. And then over this side we've got a bunch of mountaineers and stuff. Okay, so yeah, let's grab these guys and put them up there. And do we have any commanders? We do have some commanders. This is also good. So hill fight offensive doctrine, logistics wizards. I mean, just thinking ahead, we're gonna need better logistics going into Russia. So let's put him on that border. At the minute, we're just gonna have the Eastern Guards, and we're gonna colour these red for obvious reasons, right? Because they've got to repel the red menace on that side. I'm quite anal about all this naming of stuff, so we'll rename all this. What's this? This is going to be like... That's the home theatre. This is just going to be all our immediate... most of our fighting is going to be in the immediate realms. So, yeah, we don't really have any ambitions amongst the seas. We want to consolidate the Balkans under our faction, by the sounds of it, and maybe lash out at the greater powers if they antagonise us. I don't think we're gonna jump straight into fighting. I don't think so, unless they get embroiled in a fight themselves. So let's get a second army going then. Put him over here. I don't... Is there many hills in Bulgaria? No, it's all flat. I mean, in Hungary, sorry. Hungary is totally flat, so we don't really need hill fighters here. But I guess they'll be used defensively. Or if we go into Greece. But these guys can hold the border for now. These guys are going to be the Western Guard. And you can be a blue, because why not? Don't have... Ooh, now, okay, so there's been a change to aerial. The whole... how air works has been changed, which is good. So now you can actually see the visible range on your airfields, which is really cool. I like that. And we do start with 24... Okay, this whole screen's changed. Okay, this is weird. Okay, so the missions are all along the top now. Oh, we've got a new mission up here as well. Kamikaze strike. Perform kamikaze attacks on enemy ships in the area. This will greatly increase damage, but also increase your own losses. If executed or not, this mission has a much lower chance. Yeah. Got it. Okay. Okay, wow. Okay, the screen looks nice. I think I like it, the layout more. It's just cleaner now because you've got these guys up here, and I assume once you have more wings, they just appear in a list. So they keep... How do we change that? Oh, okay, up here. No retreat. Normal operations. Low intensity. Oh, okay, that's nice. So we're going to put everyone on normal operations. We don't want them to be like super intensive right now. Oh look, they're red because they don't have a mission. Okay. Air superiority, close air support, interception, strategic bombing, naval strike. Yeah, all normal. Missions on day and night, that's right. Okay, so we've got no aces. And these are our fighters then. So we got the IAR 12. The 2 Group Avion de Vétérinaire. Sounds very French. Are these French planes? Don't think they are. Okay, so we got some fighters as well. That's good. Now why is it yellow? With no region assigned. Okay. Well, I don't think we actually need to put them on a mission yet. I was just having a little play around. Okay, I like that. I like how that looks now. Oh, okay. And when you go to that view, so they just appear by default. I'm liking that. Much more clear to see your aeroplanes now. I like it. Oh no, we've got some guys down here as well. We've got 48 fighters down here. Okay, nice. So we have low manpower. We have 17,000 men, which is not good because we need like 600,000 men to do some of those things, and we have 250,000 men in the field to begin with. So we need to up our recruitment laws to pump men out. So I think we actually need to put a focus in changing our alignment. We can't be non-aligned, so we are after going to go fascist or communist to make our faction, I think. So we're gonna go fascist, I think, to try and get Hungary in on our side, because Hungary, hey, you know, they're fascist inclined already. We've got a little bit of fascism as well. That's good. Oh yeah, what was that as well? Request license production. Okay. So now we can ask to build their stuff, I assume. Can we request on? We can't request on Germany. But yeah, okay. That's how that works. Nice. So now, rather than necessarily having to build all our own stuff, we can license our equipment out, or request licenses from other people. Probably going to have to be the Allies. Yeah, it's probably going to have to be the Allies we license off, because I don't think the fascists are going to like us. Even though we're fascist, we're probably going to be at odds with them. Be interesting, see how it works. Right, we've got research to do. We'll start off and get basic electronic mechanical engineering. We live in an age when electrical machines can no longer only warm and light us, but help us think and communicate. Electronics will be key to military intelligence in the coming century. Damn right it will. So that takes us minus 2% off our research, which is good. We also want to start building our industry. So we need better constructions So we get construction speed and factory repair speed bonuses. Improved methods and materials allow us to construct buildings, both civilian and military, faster, which is what we want. And we also want to take basic machine tools. A variety of newly developed milling machines can be used in military production, from small and versatile types available to any machine shop to large-scale advanced models that push the technological limits. This increases our production efficiency cap, which I will show you next in our free military factories. So these are all things that we're going to be producing, and this is our production efficiency, sorry, with each of these things. So it currently has a 50% cap, and we're at that already with what we're building. If we change anything around here, we'll lose some production efficiency. It'll go back up again over time, but that's something to be wary of if you change a line or if you get rid of something. I like to just do everything in bits. So we just do infantry and artillery equipment first. We have 7 factories in total. Actually, with the guys that we've got, we need this is our logistics screen. So we need 16 bits of artillery, 630 rifles, and 20 support equipment. So we need to put maximum effort into infantry equipment right now. And by the time we've built those 700 rifles, we'll probably have built the equipment and the artillery. We are also making our own tanks, the R1, and I'm not making any planes yet. We have a fighter and a transporter, and then we have another spare naval dockyard. We are currently making a submarine. We're going to have to build some convoys. So convoys are used in sort of trade, reinforcing your troops and all that. We need to build, we've got 3 civilian factories, so we need to create some buildings. So as you can see, the bottom half here, Banat, Olatania, and Mutania. Not sure. And they're in full capacity, so we can't build anything there. We can build stuff up here. We don't have many slots though. But it's the eternal question: do we build any civilian factories, or do we just go straight into military? Well, since we've got no manpower, let's build some stuff. Now, it will fill these 3 slots up, but I'm hoping, with our focus and stuff, we're going to be able to unlock more building slots and more factories. But we'll start with that for now. It's only 6. And that's going to leave us with some resources that we need. Wow, the resource screen has also changed. Okay. So these are our resources across the top. Civilian factories used and available. And these are our trades. So what do we need? God, we need, what does it say now? Production -16. Oh, the deficit's at the top now. God, I was being blind there. So we need 14 steel and 1 tungsten. Okay, so steel. I'm thinking someone nearby. Probably gonna... Let's just get it off the Soviets for now. We might as well. We'll lose that trade eventually, but you know. And then we also need tungsten as well. Is this for one of our tanks? Mainly used for anti-tank munitions, but also machine tools and specialist parts. Okay, so we just need some tungsten. Oh, go on then. Go on then. We'll trade everything off the Russians. And let's just speed it forward. See what happens. I'm not sure, you know. We have... Oh, already we have an event. I love it. I was just about to check out if we had a navy. Looks like we've got 4 destroyers. It's not a lot. But the king's mistress purchases a villa. I'm going to murder some of these names, so I'm sorry. Magda Lupescu, mistress of King Carol II, has reportedly purchased a new villa in an expensive suburb in Bucharest. How could she afford it? Sorry, I was just aghast with the question there. How could she afford it? Was the subject of extensive speculation. New evidence in foreign newspapers strongly suggests that the king himself authorised the purchase with government money. Oh God, that's terrible. The scandal is spreading and we must make a public announcement on this matter as soon as possible. I don't like this king one bit. And this King Carol, he's crazy, man. He's just letting his missus buy this massive pad in downtown Bucharest, as if no one's going to see as well. It's like in a suburb in Bucharest. Idiot. The government has purchased this building and allowed Miss Lupescu residence. Gains supplementary budget which grants consumer factories 20% for 90 days. The king took the money out of an advance on his allowance, so we gain minus 90 political power. Gains royal household accounts, which gains consumer goods factories 3%. So basically, the consumer goods factories bit is how much civilian factories are dedicated to, creating things that appease the population, I guess. So, just general bits, odds and sods, booze, TV, all the stuff. What? That was terrible examples. All food, proper food, all that sort of stuff that in a time of war you'd have to cut back on. So do we take a bigger hit on that, or do we lose a lot of political power? I think we're going to have to. We want to switch government types, so we're going to need the political power to do that. So we are going to have to. We are going to have to gain a supplementary budget, which I don't know how the people will feel about that. I wouldn't approve, would you? Oh, I hadn't even unpaused it. What an idiot. I was thinking, everyone looks quite stationary, don't they? We've got these boys down here, all getting into position. We could probably at some point do some borders, right? Against the Russians. Is that a thing? Let's have a little bit look at the way we're going to go anyway. So, if we want to puppet Bulgaria or align with Hungary, we need 400,000 men in the field. So we need to pump out some boys for that. We could institute royal dictatorship. We are fully independent and there's less than 50% support for all of that. So he becomes the head of the non-aligned party. And we lose a bit of national unity, which is a bit of a bugger. But if we did, we could do a coup. Current government is bringing Romania to ruin. A firm hand is required to steer the nation away from disaster. The hand of Prince Michael. So we could take out the king. I quite like that. Well, we could. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. Fortify the borders. Grants land support construction speed 20%. Okay, so we don't get any, but we do get a bonus to constructing new ones. And we can revise the constitution. So the constitution is rewritten to solidify the king's position as the nation's leader. Furthermore, dangerous far-right movements can be undermined by providing a safer alternative. The King's Sentinel of the Motherland's youth organisation. The FRN becomes the ruling party. Public elections will not be held. Gains national spirit, the Sentinel of the Motherland. The FRN become the leading. Who are the FRN? They are the non-aligned government. I don't know if we want them to be non-aligned, I don't know if we want to be non-aligned. Okay, so we've completed the first one, Balkan dominance. We could get some military factories early on and start building up our infrastructure. It's usually the smart thing to do, no matter what you want to do. Nothing really happens in 36, so I think we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna plough down here for now. We must greatly expand our national arms industry if we were to keep up with increased demands. So we get 2 building slots and a military factory in Dobruzda, and 1 of each in North Transylvania. So again, you know how some of these were blue? Which one is Dobruzda? North Transylvania, Transylvania, Banat, Krishna. Oh, where is that one? Oh, this one down here. So yeah, it's got 2 out of 2 slots. They're both full. This will gain us another slot, so we can build more stuff there. Keep going. Just keep looking at what we can do over here as well. Flexible foreign policy. Okay. So we can fascist demagogue. So we can, yeah, we can go non-aligned and then revise the constitution after that. Right? That's not too bad. It's not too bad actually. So we've got a free dockyard. We built our sub. So now we have a sub. I think we're just gonna try and churn out a couple of subs. We've already got. Oh no, we're trying to get last 12 subs. Let's see if we can get them. Naval looks about the same, so naval's not changed. Actually, yeah, let's just keep looking at. So we can go and install like a fascist government. I don't think we have to join either. I don't think we have to join. What do we do? Join faction tension limits goes down. Gains appoint Axis-friendly government. Opinion of the right goes up. German right gains appoint Axis-friendly government. Opinion of Romania goes up, so they like us more. Cancel guarantee of independence with. So we cancel guarantees of independence with anyone around us as well. Huh. Okay. Got a new technology. We're going to jump straight into mechanical computing. Constructing machines capable of advanced differential analysis will radically change what sort of machine-assisted calculations can be made. And again, we get a slightly bigger reduction, sorry, to our research speed. So once we do that, we go Iron Guard, and then we can force the abdication of the king. Okay. So that's an interesting possibility. Oh, we can also do. We can just go straight down the middle here. All parties must end. We can try staying non-aligned. Not sure about that one. Split the Czechs. We need more men. Split Czechoslovakia. We can try and secure Greece and stuff. Oh, okay. The Spanish Civil War. A war has erupted in Spain. Several generals seeking to overthrow the current government in Madrid have issued a pronunciamiento, and a large portion of the Spanish armed forces have answered their call to arms. This right-wing nationalist faction has occupied much of Spain, including overseas territories. Loyalist forces and volunteers have assembled under the left-wing Republican government, determined to resist the putsch of their last breath. The battle for Spain has begun. What will this mean for Spain? Most likely a fascist victory. So nationalist Spain declared war on Spain. Huh, that's actually slightly different. Because before... Oh no, they're still called Republican Spain. I was going to say, yeah. I thought for a second it was just Spain. But no, it's called Republican Spain. Oh, nearly zoomed in on Germany then. Right, let's get back to Romania. What was we... We were looking at something, weren't we? Oh, that was what it is. I think I can now create a faction. with the old Balkan dominance. But whether anyone would want to come on side yet, I don't know. Where's the create faction thing? Oh, we need world tension up still, so we can create factions. Just because we're non-aligned, we need it. So we've nearly got enough. We need 150 points to instill a political minister, and then we can decide if we want to go fascist or not. But I kind of want to go down this route, you know. If we're going to do that, we're going to have to jump. We're going to have to stop going down industry and then revise the constitution. Yes. Although saying that, I guess we can bypass it. Italy took Ethiopia, that's good for them. So yeah, let's institute a royal dictatorship. Then we'll revive the constitution. Hopefully, before we become fascist. Now we have spare military factories now. So how's our production looking? Okay, we need even more equipment now. And we need like 12,000 rifles, which is a lot. We're going to need more steel, aren't we? Yep. Research basic machine tools, which means we can choose our industry. Ooh, some of the texts are slightly different. What's that? We'll look at that when we come to it. So let's pause just a second while we look at concentrated industry or dispersed industry. Focusing our industrial production to a few key sites will allow us to dramatically improve its efficiency. I think we're going to go concentrated because we are a smaller country. So max factories in a state goes up, factory output goes up, and dockyard output goes up. And now we have enough points, enough political power. Oh, we do need to... Ah, we can't actually appoint him yet. Right. So, let's go... Yeah, let's go Nicholas Malaxa. Let's get a captain of industry. He's going to improve our construction speed, infrastructure speed, and refinery speed. Which is good, because that's what we're building right now. And we've lost a few factories to trade. Oh, things are all quiet in Romania for now. We're about to institute royal dictatorship and get rid of old George here. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching and see you later. Oh, leave you on that teaser.
They was the talk of the town, and when the band was playing, that hesitation you could hear her saying, that some sensation, and the people would stay till the break of the day.